A shooting at an all-night diner is investigated by 3 L.A. policemen in their own unique ways. Hello everyone, welcome to another review, and this is going to be on the movie called L.A. Confidential. This movie came out back in 1997? Yes. Awesome. And the actors that are in this are Alan Graff, Amber Smith, April Brenman, Bob Clendenin, Bonnie Newcomb, Brenda Bake, Brian Lally, Colin Mitchell, Danny DeVito, David St. James, David Stratton, Deborah Cole, Del Yunt, Dick Stillwell, Don Pulford, Granel, Elizabeth Granley, Frank Sinatra, Gene Rowland, Gilbert Rosales, Graham Beckel, Gregory Wright, Guy Pills, Ingo Newhouse, Irene Rosin, Jack Conley, not Connolly, Conley. Sorry everyone. Jack Knight, James Cromwell, Jane Russell, Jeff Austin, Jeff Sanders, Jeremiah Burkett, Jim Metzler, Jimmy Ortega, Jody Wood, John H. Evans, John Mahone, John Slade, Jonathan Adler, Jordan Marder, Kevin Patrick Kelly, Kevin Spacey, Kim Basinger, Lenny Lofton, Marilyn Monroe, Marisol Padilla Sanchez, Matt McCoy, Michael Chivo, Michael McLeod, Mike Kennedy, Nectar Rose, Norman Howell, Polo Sarganti, Paul Guilfoyle, Persis Char, Priscilla Cory, Robert Foster, Robert Harrison, Robert Thompson, Rocco Salata, Ron Rifkin, and I couldn't get any other names that were in this because the website that I get my stuff from, because of so many actors that played in this, I couldn't get all of them. But I do know of one other person that was in this that's not on this list here. That's because his name would be coming afterwards. He was actually one of the main characters. Russell Crowe. That's right, Russell Crowe. Okay, now my thoughts on this movie. I just saw this for the first time ever. I know. What? You hadn't seen it yet? No, I hadn't. It was a movie for the longest time that I hadn't seen, but I wanted to see, and I finally got to see this movie. And I am so glad that I got to see this, because this movie is a 1990s classic movie. People always told me this movie is one of the best movies that ever came out in the 1990s, and I have to agree with them. It really is an instant classic. The direction was fantastic. Directing of the acting, well done. I salute you. I salute you and applaud you, directors. Great job. But the cast go with it was awesome. White actors for the white parts, and they did a fantastic job themselves. The directors directed them on how they wanted them to act, and the cast delivered to the letter. Great job. Storyline wise, the story of this movie is actually amazing. And what I really very much enjoyed the most about the story was that this is very detailed in a great way. Because I have seen some movies and they were very detailed, but not great at the details though. But it was very detailed. This movie went above and beyond with that part. Because most movies cannot nail it for very detailed. And they try to very detail them. But this one, again, delivered. So I covered the cast, the direction. I had to talk about the directors, the direction, because they all around did a great job. The cast, the direction, the story, the graphics. Graphics! Definitely not the best of its time, but it wasn't bad. It was actually very good. Because I remember watching movies came out a few years earlier, and they had better graphics. But they were like, not many. One is coming to mind. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, had better graphics than this. And that movie, I believe, I could be wrong about this, but I think that movie came out in 1994? Maybe 1993. And, but that one went above and beyond with graphics, because most movies couldn't match what they did in that movie at that time. And they still couldn't until around the 2000 mark. So I don't blame them for the graphics not being as great as that. But that being said, the graphics were still very good. I can't even speak right now. I'm sorry, everyone. I can still say that the graphics were still very good for its time for this movie, but considering it could have been better. It could have been a bit better, I find. Yeah. But still great. But this movie, it really isn't about the graphics. It's about the story and the acting for the most part. Yeah. And so all in all, with everything being said and done, what would I give this movie overall? Yeah, I don't even need to think about this. 5 out of 5. Yeah, a 5 out of 5. If you haven't watched this yet, I actually do suggest this movie. You should try it. See if you enjoy it. I do know that almost everyone loves this movie. I was reading comments right before doing this review. I wanted to see what other people thought. I'm like, well, I love this movie. What do other people think? So I was reading comments online, and yeah, no, most people were like a solid 5 out of 5, or solid 10 out of 10 type thing. And I kind of have to agree with them. This movie went above and beyond with the story and the act. With the story for the most part, but the acting was superb. It was. So, if you love this movie or didn't love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether if you love the movie or hated the movie. I respect your opinion. You can also like my video if you like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you for taking time to watch. Join me for another review I intend to do soon. I am out.